All right, and welcome back to What's Hockey. Now, we're going to go through some headlines. There's some serious news from across the pond. Keaton, you want to give us an update on that story?
Yeah, it looks like Matt Petgrave and Adam Johnson's story eventually came to, I guess, a conclusion in a way. But Matt Petgrave got charged with manslaughter. A little late date wise. I think it was like 6 days ago or so. But our weekly podcast only stretches so far. But yeah, I hope that this is kind of a statement that. Uh, just kind of gives the players a little bit more of a, I guess, further thought before trying to like bump into people on purpose. If he like, I don't know if it was intentional to like bump into the guy, but either way, it's
Yeah. Well,
it's dangerous with fucking razor sharp skates. Go ahead.
yeah, and a lot of I saw like a clip of Wayne Gretzky talking about how it was a dirty play, and but I have seen that a few leagues have already said that next season they're going to require net guards. The NHL has
That makes
not
sense.
said that yet. But yeah, so there's going to be some more protections to hopefully avoid this in the future. I know a few weeks ago when we brought it up, we were talking about how sometimes players don't want to wear protections, and I was actually watching a clip. I think it was NHL on TNT, and oh god, I forget this guy's name, but he was talking about how when he was moved down from the NHL to the AHL, they were forced to wear visors, and he didn't want to do it. He hated it, but by the end of the season, he was glad that he had because there were a few times a puck would have hit him or a stick would have hit him in the face, and so while initially a player might not want to have the protections, I think, and I do think there's enough with common sense too that like this is the right move. So we'll see if the NHL, enforces that as well. But a few leagues have already said you have to wear a net guard next season.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they at least adopt some sense of security because that's just scary. I mean, you don't want to be just looking on live and see some dude just get fucking slashed. I don't know.
Yeah, and it was weird too because so after the incident, before Petgrave was arrested, there's like a show of support at their next game for both Adam Johnson and Petgrave because I guess at that point they didn't know it was manslaughter, and so they're just like,
Yeah,
oh, it's a traumatic event, so like we'll show him some support.
yeah.
And then he got charged with manslaughter. It's like,
Yeah, pretty awkward. Hope it wasn't like a standing ovation or anything.
everyone's like,
But yeah,
hey, come on.
give it up for this guy.
Oh
Uh,
boy, yeah, kind of rough, kind
Yikes.
of rough, but yeah, and so like, yeah, hopefully, we see some more adoption of that in the future. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
Keaton, I see you got a Red Wings hat on. How have they been
yeah,
playing?
dude. Representing. Do you even have any stars stuff?
Yeah,
Dude, nice.
how have the Red Wings been playing?
Pretty awful. In
Is it?
Sweden, they had the what was it called again? The Global Series games.
Mhm.
They lost both of them, which is
Ah,
great because for the Senators games, it was a little bit more lopsided. It started 0-4 against the Red Wings, and we were able to tie it at the end, but they ended up scoring at the last minute in overtime. So, I mean, I guess it's not totally a loss, but it's a loss in overtime. So we lost.
mm-mm-mm. And you
And
had
then the
this
next
team.
game,
Go
oh,
ahead.
what's
Sorry.
up?
Go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, if you were gonna say I had them winning, yeah, I did, but
No,
they
not just winning
lost.
the game, winning the division.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah,
They're
winning
taking
the
a tumble.
division. It's not like it's that hard. It's still early in the season, okay? But anyway, the next game with the Maple Leafs is a little bit better because we started off 2-0, but they pretty much scored three unanswered, and we couldn't rally at the end. I think we had like I don't know 2-3 minutes at the end with the ability to tie it and force overtime. But I mean the first game against the Senators we lost and got scored on 5 times, and that was Reimer, which is wild because
That's
he
your
had
favorite
such a
goalie.
good. I mean, yeah, he's the best one we have. but that tanked his fucking save percentage and goals against average, everything like that. And yeah, in the next game, I think it was Lions. I'm not too certain on our backups. I'm not gonna lie, but it definitely wasn't Billy Huso because that guy's garbage. And anyway, we. I don't really know what happened to Reimer because he didn't really look like himself. It could have just been some sort of jet lag, which kind of doesn't make any sense. Or like, I heard like the Swedish rinks are a little bit bigger and maybe the ice is a little bit different. Who knows? But it's not like the standard. Yeah, dude. It's made in Sweden. You can't get that.
Water freezes weird in Europe.
Exactly, dude. It's just a total global conundrum. But anyway, I don't know what happened, but I mean, he was looking pretty slow. And I mean, at the very end in overtime, he ducked. He could have just stayed where he was and the goal wouldn't have made it. I mean, yeah, maybe it would have hurt because a puck to the face upper body area may not feel that great, but like, you would have saved a goal and we wouldn't have lost. So like,
yeah,
the puck was up with that.
And I know last week we were wondering, like, you know, how often the backup goalie plays, and I still don't know the answer to that. Probably should have tried to find that out.
Nah, who cares?
Going to the Stars, 2 of our 3 games this week, we had, or the last 2, I should say, the one on Saturday and the one last night on Monday night. The Stars on Saturday had Ottinger, who's our main starter, and then we had Wedgwood last night. And so it seems like at least once a week or twice a week, the backups coming in. And those games were the complete opposites of each other because Saturday night when we played the Avalanche, we start the game up 3-0. And I'm feeling real good. You know, I know the Avalanche won 2 years ago, not last year. And so the way we just collapsed, man. The Avalanche score 5 straight. The last 2 goals, 4 and 5, were within like 15 seconds of each other. And then they get an empty netter to make it 6. I mean, it was just brutal. It was such a disappointing night. And then last night, complete opposite. So the Rangers score early. And then they go ahead and make it 2-0. But it won. The guy didn't even shoot it. He kind of passed it to his guy. We got a defender, Suter, coming in. His stick hits it. Puck flies kind of past the goal. It can't, you know, it won. The Rangers didn't earn that one, but they got it. So it's 2-0.
Bro.
Physics. And then from there, the Stars just completely take over. The line of Jamie Benn, Pavelski, and Hintz is going crazy, man. The first goal that happened, there's just beautiful passing between all 3 of them. And then also the line with Tyler Seguin, I believe it's Marchment and Duchesne. Could have changed over the week, but dude, Duchesne has been an insane addition. I know he has a point in at least the last like 6-7 games, and it could be more. And then Tyler Seguin is kind of having like a little bit of a resurgence this year. And shout out to my boy Smitty last night pointing that out, that Seguin has been going off, and then you look it up and you're like, oh dude, yes, like Seguin is going off right now. So it's good to see that. You got goals from him, you got goals from the captain, you got Pavelski stepping up, Duchesne is playing well. So there's just a lot going right for the Stars if they can just, you know, avoid that kind of collapse that they had against Colorado. Then I mean they'll be fine. And like again, the Rangers game last night was with Wedgwood in the goal, and like I said, one of the goals was kind of cheap. They didn't really earn that one. So I mean, the backup is playing all right too. So yeah, man, I like what I'm seeing out of the Stars.
It's great, buddy.
And then okay, so going to the standings, we mentioned it earlier with the Red Wings tumbling down. The Rangers are ahead in their division. They're first right now. And so to see the way that we dominated that too, it wasn't just, you know, a real average team that we beat. It was the leader of their division, and we took it to them. So I do like to see that against, you know, the better teams in the league.
In the Metro division, though, I mean, the Flyers just might fly past them. You never know. It's still early in the season, man. The Philadelphia Flyers just might fly past. It's a pretty good one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna stand on that hill. But anyway, the Rangers may end up tumbling. Who knows? I mean, they took a loss to the Stars, they're just not that good compared to the Red Wings. I mean, it's just wild. I mean, the Vegas Knights are looking still pretty good. I mean, they've been on a weird losing streak. I mean, they gave up. I think they got shut out by the Penguins. I think it was Sunday. Yeah, and I mean, why? What's up with that? Kind of wild. But then you have the absolute opposite, which is the San Jose Sharks. They still have single-digit points on the year. They've lost so many times, and their point differential is negative 49. So that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Well,
I think,
go ahead, sir.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, sticking with the Golden Knights, there's a game on the 14th, which for us was 7 days ago, the last time we recorded the podcast, where they got shut out by the Capitals as well. So I don't know. Some games they're on it, and other games they're just not putting up enough offense.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I mean, at that point, you really don't know what kind of consistency your team's going to have.
No, and I feel like every time we've ever brought up the Canucks this year or during the podcast, we're talking about how they just dominated another team. And so that division is definitely for the taking right there for Vancouver.
I mean, they're a close second. I think they've only lost like 2 more games than the Kings. I'm not absolutely sure. Let me just take a look.
They have one more loss, and because of overtime rules, they're down 1 point to Vegas.
Yeah, so they're like really close, and they both played 19 games. So I mean, very close. It looks like the differential though for the Canucks is 32 points, and Knights is only 20. So looks like the Canucks might even take over.
Yeah, and it's early in the season, right? The playoffs don't start till like April, May-ish in the spring for sure. So, like, there's plenty of hockey to be played. But man, no, I think the Canucks are kind of for real, man.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good. And then Boston Bruins haven't been doing so well. And then in the Atlantic Division, the Panthers are just creeping on up. It's pretty crazy. They were kind of like 5th before, and now they're 2nd. So honestly, it's mostly the Red Wings losing a lot. But, it's whatever.
Oh my goodness! How is DeBrincat doing? He's still getting goals.
He scored 9 in the first 7 games, and we've played 17 total games. So the next 10 games, he's only scored 2. So like, it's just kind of weird. Need to get him on a hot streak again, I guess. I don't know. What's going on. I mean, Dylan Larkin's doing pretty well over the season, but you can't just have one player that's doing well, you know? You got to have your whole team doing well.
Yeah, 100%. That's
hopefully
why
we can get some sort of teamwork, like you were saying, with the Stars just passing it, getting those goals, just easy peasy. Because, I mean, I saw Lucas Raymond do some witty work on, I can't remember who they played, but he basically, like, went around the goal and then like went back, and the goalie thought he was going the right way, but he went back and scored and snuck it in. So
you just fooled them.
Pretty easy peasy, yeah. But I mean, they just need to come up with plays like that and just score more often, you know.
Yeah, once there's like cohesion among like the lines, your team can be deadly. Any team, I should say, because like you're saying, there were times where like one star is the only guy like going off, and it like sucks to watch because like when his line is off, you're not going to score. Like I remember before we had Pete DeBoer come in, there were times where our lines couldn't get any offense going, and you're like, what is happening? Like all of y'all are talented and no one wants to play well. And so, I mean, it really is like cohesiveness and kind of getting hot at the same time, but it's the scheme drawn up. So you might have to look at your coaching staff a little bit there.
Yeah. I mean, the coach does not look very good. I'm not going to lie.
Has he been there a while?
I'm not absolutely sure. I can look that up right now.
I
It
should
kind of
ask that
looks like
guy.
the Penguins from the Penguin Batman.
He looks like Danny DeVito.
Well, in a way, he's just got a really like arching nose. I don't even know this guy's names. Oh man, Derek Lalonde. Yeah, he looks awful. Hold on, let me see if I can just pull up a picture.
Okay. Derek Lalonde, you said?
Yeah, dude. Oh, is that? Yeah, you can see that.
He does look like the Penguin if he was bald. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. He's got that nose that kind of just looks like a penguin. I don't know, but yeah, Derek Lalonde. Maybe he might be on his way out. Who the heck knows? But,
Just start speculating.
Yeah, dude, he's
This
just
guy's
been
getting
so
fired.
awful. Yeah, dude,
It's
he's
so
probably
funny,
the guy
too.
who loves Billy Huso. But anyway, what's up?
Yeah. I was gonna say it's so funny too. We're like speculating him getting fired. Y'all aren't even last in your division. Like there's like
We're
3
not even
teams
doing that
lower than
bad.
y'all.
We're still early.
Yeah,
I
it's
think we have
coaching.
8 games on the season, so I mean, it's more than half, I think. But yeah, still.
Dude, yeah, no. So it's an 82 game season, and we're only through what, like 18,
A
17?
fourth of it, basically. Yeah,
That's less than
not even a
fourth.
fourth.
Yeah.
I said basically, asshole.
Chill out,
But
Leland.
anyway,
Leland. This is how he coaches.
Leland.
Like they don't score, and he's like, "You asshole."
no tips. Just you're just an asshole, dude. Why didn't you make it?
No kind of hey, try passing this way. Nope, he's just sitting there, just asshole.
Just crossed arms, shaking his head.
He's as useful
Despicable.
dude. Now I've been reminded after you mentioned the Flyer so much of the "It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia"
Flying?
episode. Yeah, flying, where Charlie's trying to teach Mac how to play hockey. That's what
Oh
y'all
yeah,
really
dude,
need.
that's such a great one.
Y'all need a Charlie Day to come in and teach y'all how to play some hockey.
And get a montage going. It'd be great. And we
Get a
need
fake
we need
mullet.
the God. What was his name? The dude with the wig. I don't know,
I don't know.
but
The dude with the wig.
well, yeah, the guy that Andre Agassi, I think, is that
The tennis
who
player?
I'm- yeah, the dude who wore a wig, but couldn't take it off because he was like known for his wig, basically,
Yeah.
or like his hair, but his wig.
Yeah,
And I
got
guess
you.
he was just trying to front that he had hair. But anyway, that's yeah. Anyway, Always Sunny's a great show. They're
Just
great.
plug the show at the end of the podcast.
Yeah, dude.
It's on
We don't get
Tuesdays.
paid. It's
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go that hard.
I know. Oh God, yeah. That's a good episode though. Get some hockey. in
Yeah,
you.
it was great.
Watch
You
that
gotta hit it from mid rink, mid ice.
one. That sounds
what
right
is
to me.
What, mid ice or mid rink?
I don't know. The center
Either
of
one.
the rink. I don't know.
In the middle of the arena that has ice.
The 50% mark.
Yeah, dude. In the middle.
Yeah. Well,
Snapshots, bro.
I think I was gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode of What's Hockey.
Yeah, dude. Hopefully we have a little bit more. I know the Red Wings don't play until tomorrow, so maybe we'll have a little bit more stuff happening. But
Yeah, well, actually, okay. So I know I just said that's the end of the episode, but we can go on for
Fake
another.
news.
Yeah, terrible. I faked everyone out. I went around the net, and then you thought I was going to keep
You
going,
faked it.
but I turned
Yeah, dude.
back around.
Yeah,
Real
snuck it
quick,
right in
do you
there.
want to go ahead and give your predictions for the Red Wings' upcoming week's games?
I mean, I'm just gonna say that, like the last podcast, I believe we're just gonna go undefeated, but apparently that's not true. So let me just take a look. Looks like we play the Devils tomorrow, and then I believe it's on Friday we play the Bruins. So I feel like we'll probably lose against the Bruins, but we'll beat the who's it? The Devils, yeah.
New Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of like similar record as us. They're 8-7-1. We're 8-6-3. So That's, I guess, cool. But
Nice.
our differential is +4. Theirs is -3. So I believe that we should have a pretty good chance of winning that. Just all really depends on the goalie, honestly. I mean, if Billy Husso's back there, who knows? Just gonna keep ragging that guy. I hope he never sees this podcast because he might.
Or maybe this would be the kick in the pants he needs. He'll be like, dang,
yeah, who knows?
that guy in that snapback
That guy really hates me.
I better step it up.
Oh man, I gotta try extra hard.
It's
But,
more coaching. It's more coaching
Oh.
than he's currently getting right now from the Penguins.
It's probably, I mean, asshole. But anyway, yeah, dude. What are the Stars? Are they playing on Wednesday and Friday as well? Because
So, yeah,
they
we
definitely
gotta-
don't play on Thursday or today because today no games are played, and same with Thursday.
Yeah, so tomorrow they've got the Vegas Golden Knights in
Ooh,
Dallas.
that'll be tough. Maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows?
We'll see if Vegas
I
decides
mean,
not to
the
score a goal.
Vegas, yeah.
And the thing,
they could
too,
just be
is-
on their losing streak.
Yeah, and dude, I'm telling you, our lines are like playing really, really well with each other. So I will say the Stars go ahead and take that one.
Nice, dude. Undefeated on the air.
Undefeated, bro. And then we got the Calgary Flames, which we had a playoff series with them. Was it last year? God damn, I'm so bad with years. That was kind of tough, but I will say, and actually Ottinger, that's where he like stood on his head and like I think he set the record for most goalie save or rookie saves in a postseason game. But yeah, I will
Wow.
again predict that the Stars win that game too.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty cool, man. What's your record gonna be like? Fucking 14, 4-1?
Wait, how many losses do we have right now?
4.
We have 4 losses. We're going to finish with 6 losses on the year. No, that's ridiculous.
There's a lot of games to be played at that point, man.
Yeah, we could get 6 before December rolls around. I mean, I don't know. But I do believe in the team. I know a lot of it is like homerish, but I actually do think like the Stars are playing really well. And so I think they'll win those games, at least the next 2 that I mentioned.
Yeah, should be nice. Good week of hockey coming up. Hope everybody is well with the holidays, I guess. But
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving week, so y'all have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, dude, eat all the turkey that you can and just live it up. Have fun with your family.
Live it up.
Yeah, dude. But anyway, thanks for watching, and
Yep.
this will be the actual end of
Yep.
the What's Hockey podcast.
Peace out.
So, yeah.